Ladies and gents, welcome to the bronze round. Third and fourth place are getting decided in this best of 5. This is our pro league with a prize pool of £315. In the blue color, this is Darkangel playing as Isabel. And on the other side, we've got our Mar 007 BR. He's playing as Capitano Cutter. Got the generator second build order here, which is possible to do on a map like this where you got very close by power, but he's actually going for a very weird set of pick-me-ups on the side here. Usually you want to go for these because they're protected by a garrison. You want to get the garrison first, and the other guy can't take the resources. On the other side, we've got Darkangel sending something there. It's a ghost jackrabbit, excuse me. So that's the UNSC Scout. I'm gonna do a lot of new player friendly commentary because we have a lot of Age of Mythology viewers. And yeah, I think that's gonna be very nice if they are gaining some interest in this game, because nothing wrong with having a second RTS game in your backlog, right? And you can get multiplayer games in this very easily. So if you're not feeling like A1 for a day or two, why not boot up Halo Wars? It's also on Game Pass. Nothing can go wrong. It's got a really good story, and the cinematics are oh my dog. They're so high quality. They're basically movie tier. Unfortunately, there's very few of them, but I mean, play through Halo Wars 1 and 2's campaign. They're incredible. As for this actual match, we should be seeing the Marine go into the garrison just to make sure the Jackrabbit leaves. There's basically no damage coming through at that point. Jackrabbit has huge line of sight, so we'll be able to spot pretty much everything, and we're gonna get a full scout off on the main base. See that double generator. Cutter is a leader Captain Cutter is a leader that's all about the drops. So we're gonna see a lot of these pad upgrades. We might see an early Spartan as well from Mar, but it's not that early because he went double gen, right? So the second mini base only now finishing up. You'll probably get an armory. There it is in the back, actually. And we should be seeing a Spartan made right away. So you have the option to go for a very quick tier 2, but Cutter is all about that aggression. You get your Spartan out, and then you'll be able to take power nodes super easily. Any vehicle that comes out, you can just hijack from the other team. Darkangel going for a more tier 2 oriented approach, I see. I don't see any Spartan coming out here. Both of the leaders have Spartan hero access, but they're slightly different. Like once you upgrade them, the Cutter one gets a laser, and the Isabel one gets a machine gun. So, well, minigun really. Now, like I said, Cutter is all about drops, so you can drop in some elite infantry, orbital drop shock troopers. They stun whenever they land. Then you throw in your Spartan, who has a jetpack ability to also slam on the ground and get everyone stunned again. Then the ODSTs just deploy their satchels. And then everybody blows up. It's great. You can also do it to buildings, of course. The demolition charges are pretty good there. Then you got a turret drop, then you got a Cyclops drop for anti-vehicle work. And the Cyclops is actually veteran level 2, so pretty insane stats on that one. If Isabel goes into vehicles, that Cyclops will be absolute key. You haven't seen the Cyclops yet in the previous series, guys, but you'll get around to it. The early export from Isabel is pretty standard as well for any, you know, fast tier 2 vehicle business. But it might be punished by Cutter. If Cutter spots it, the base can be very easily taken down. For now, it seems that Mar is a little bit, Darkangel a little bit lucky. He's getting his mini base destroyed instead, so he can keep the base. The grenades are all exhausted on this, but it will recharge. Like, you don't have a fixed number of grenades or anything like that. Love to see the recycle on the supply pad just to give back some resources there. Mar's only taken 2 power nodes, but he's got his own second base coming right up. And I think nearly ready to go tier 2 himself at 1000 power. Then he'll unlock Cyclops production. He'll unlock Nightingales to healing support unit of the UNSC, which is when you play infantry, it's a really good idea because they can heal 3 targets at a time. The armory is now under attack in the back here. What happened? Oh, I'm following the camera, sorry. Generator getting taken down, and then the armory is probably next. But the anti-infantry turret finishes, and this needs to be respected, actually. It's got some pretty serious damage output. Spartans trying to chase down the Warthog. The vehicles will be super nice to clean up here. And you have to remember the anti-infantry turrets are actually hitting multiple squad members. And sometimes even multiple squads if you really clump up. So you gotta be really careful with that AoE damage. Just like that, but it's not over yet. Spartan stealing one of the Warthogs. All the SDs get dropped in, and they're gonna be looking to lay down their satchels right next to the anti-infantry turret. Gotta blow that thing up. But there's so many Warthogs already. Some of them are fake holograms. That's one of the Isabel abilities. You have to have a detector unit like snipers, wolverines, or nightingales to spot that, or even watchtowers if it's by your base. Then you just simply micro to not target the holograms. Spartan gets away with some health. If you destroy the Warthog, the Spartan would be pretty damaged right now. So if Mark can get out of this and recharge the Spartan shields underneath, then he'll be fine. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. The Warthogs will be running down the Spartan, but another hijacking is happening. Some of the Warthogs get stunned. Can they kill the Spartan before it finishes the capture? It looks like no. But this time when the Warthog goes down, it's over. For sure. Spartan's not going to get a third capture. That would be ridiculous. Darkangel? Darkangel! No! He left behind a hologram to finish the Spartan. Okay, surely you can... Okay, we're good. Either way, Dark has survived. He only lost a generator. This is very, very agreeable, considering, you know, how many Marines he killed. That's huge. And the Spartan. I'm satisfied for him. The Warthog counterattack will hit hard. The Mar will need one more level up on the XP bar over there in order to drop in the veteran Cyclops that should help protect against this. Okay, one of those guys is down, but there's more where they came from. They're really strong anti-vehicle units, and imagine a veterancy level 2, what that can do. The Warthogs already have to respect like 1 or 2 of these. So Darkangel's next move would be to get the Spartan upgraded to have a machine gun. And once that's in, it's going to do so much damage against infantry. It's crazy. She's the specialist against infantry. There's Diego, as we call him. Diego absolutely smashes the vehicles, no problem. Looking to go into the garrison. If you can keep this boy alive for a long time and then just keep stacking your drops, then a large part of your army will be veteran, actually. That's one of Cutter's great strengths. And then he's got a big drop as well with a tank and 2 of these badasses. It's veteran level 3. Are you joking? Oh my god. Did Mara actually go for... Wait a second. Is he specifically going for battle hardened? It's possible. Darkangel hitting multiple spots at the same time. But so far, Mara is fine. Base is upgrading, but Dark... Oh, he's actually not ahead on that. Trying to get the generator now. Slightly risky if Mar has an ODST drop that he could attack that with. He's got... well, very little actually on the other side of the map to spot with. There's 1 Marine in the garrison, I guess. We also got the combat tech Marines. They have now a rocket launcher, slightly better against vehicles than before. And most importantly, they can heal or repair buildings and vehicles. Nice ODSC drop there, but there's no Cyclops to back him up. Spartan just comes out and stuns them. No ODST satchels. And there's an overwhelming number of... Oh! That hurts. All the SDs do get away for now. Great mind clear with the holograms, actually. That's well worth it. I really like these pre-placed units from Mar to try and defend the minis, but he's definitely going to lose this one. And there's going to be a Nightingale to try and heal it up. But the Spartan could just hijack that. He's getting on it. But he can't see. The smoke does stop units from seeing stuff. You need a detector to see through the smoke. And if you actually hit units directly with the smoke, they just can't shoot, period. Doesn't matter if they can detect or not. You have to walk out of it. Dark's mini base is back, but so is Cutter. Isabel's just gonna pump vehicles forever, I guess. Is that tier 3? Oh yes, tier 3's coming. I think we're going into tanks, gamers. Isabel has as one of her specialties that she's really good with tanks. You can upgrade them to have shields. And your Nightingales get shields as well. It's one of the passive powers. So we might be seeing quite a bunch of tanks now. They are actually kind of able to handle Cyclops, especially if they have the support of Nightingales. But of course, the Spartan will be stealing them one by one. So you gotta be watching out for that. We also got our Pelican gunship support. Wolverine gets captured. This is what we call the damaged donut, for obvious reasons. The base will be stripped of turrets probably, and then the infantry can really open up. And now all the reinforcing units are coming back. They have to deal with a bunch of stuff. The Wolverine that's gotten stolen is actually a huge deal. And you know what? Mar is very quickly progressing through the next level of experience there. So his follow-up leader power will be another ultimate. There's 2 ultimates basically at 5th point and 6th point. You can get them as at the earliest, but you don't have to. You can go different ways. It's just usually people do that. So yeah, as long as Mar has like, 1800 resources, he can drop in the big drop. Needs population space too, but I mean, there's Marines here, they'll probably go down, right? Or maybe not, there's too many Cyclops. The Warthogs can't do anything. That's crazy. They're trying, but it's hard. The Spartan's still full health. And Mr. Laser Spartan over here specializes against vehicles. So these 2 leaders, when they fight, they're actually pretty good against each other, I would say. Dark's main has been completely stripped, guys. There's almost no buildings left. Mar's moving up to next buildings. Brutal how many rockets these guys are launching as well from that garrison over there. And Mar is controlling 3 power nodes behind this. He's getting 4 bases. Of course, not all of them are built. Opportunity for this Spartan, however, to charge up. Get all that XP. Veterancy level 1's done. There's no battle hardened for Isabel, so the gain rate will be just normal at all times. But hey, you get these kills, it adds up. If you get level 2 with that Spartan, it might be possible to make a comeback happen. I wouldn't recommend Scorpions right now, however, as... Oh god, the main is losing all the remaining buildings. There's a Spartan here that could steal the Scorpion, of course. So that's very serious. Cyclops has taken down 2 stars, come on. Darkangel may be toast, but at least let's see the 2 stars. By the way, if you're moving, you're not getting the XP. It's unfortunate. I guess it's strong enough as it is, but that's not how it was supposed to be. Okay, the Spartan Slam. Might be a little bit too much there, even with the veterancy. Although we do get a tank. Darkangel could use that. Oh, canister shell is researched. That's the Scorpion tank ability. There's 2 Scorpion tanks now. And that Spartan's absolutely toast. There's no way. It's escaping. 2 stars? We got 2 stars. It's possible to get 3 stars. And then you can put the Spartan into a tank. And if a tank also gets veterancy, then you can have up to 6 stars. It's pretty wild. But it's usually just better to have the heroes separate. Okay, Mar has nothing on this base, so Darkangel has an opportunity to rebuild, but it's going to be excessively difficult. Mar is also tier 3. He can upgrade his Cyclops to gain shock rounds, which will slow enemies. And then he can just stack his drops more and more over time. As he develops these bases, he'll have the economy for it. And as Cutter, because you have the drops, you don't need as many production buildings, so you have even more economy. It's kind of wild. Okay, Spartan can destroy the base if she wants to. Alice with the malice. Yeah, Alice does do some AoE damage. So against squad members, that's brutal. I think she'll have to come over to defend this base, however. Dark is working on the home base. That's coming back up, but at some point that will need a heal. Kind of in the red, not comfy. Okay, first star. Let's get to work. Good job by Mar getting out of range. Another Cyclops goes down. Another Cyclops goes down. Looking good there. Generator will be lost, but it's okay because Dark is tier 3. He's got the shielded Scorpions now. Things are on the up. Oh, look at that canister shell. The infantry getting wrecked. There's more where that came from. You can make plenty of tanks. That one just fired it off too, I think. Oh, another one. Sick. Tanks getting stolen by the Spartan over there, but it's all good. We got a big drop. Tank gets surrounded. There's 2 Diegos in this one, like I said. Also 2 veteran ODSTs. The normal ODSTs are not veteran, actually, from the other drop. Well, these guys are. Spartan will go and steal it. Oh, that's a... I think that's a level 1 tank, right? If I recall correctly. It's not a level 2 tank. The Spartan will have 3 stars now together with the tank. You can keep doing this all day. I'm not sure if firepower is enough, though. And the main base is also under attack by ODSTs. It's problematic. We've got a siege turret now on Mars base. Darkangel is going to try to heal. Unfortunately, the Nightingale can't save itself there. Spartan's out of the tank. The tank has been destroyed, but she's fine. Unfortunately, has to give up. The Spartan alone isn't enough. You would need an army to back this up. Almost had 4 stars there on the tank. Gamers, it is the matchup, like the prophecy has foretold. Darkangel is getting a little bit of Vortis action here. Really good pick for the map, but there's a problem. Mar has Colony. And Colony can honestly handle this super well. So first you get a chopper. And then you take over this middle location with Colony. You don't have to bother too much with the side minis, although if you get one on top of the middle, that's good enough. You basically want to get out your hero and control the early game with your choppers with skitterers. Now, Colony has this really interesting ability with the skitterers, right? You can steal the new player-friendly commentary. You have an extra unit that you unlock with the leader power, and then you can stick those skitterers, you'll see them in a moment, on your other units. So if you get choppers in the early game, there's a skit. He's actually gone very early for skits. Usually you make a chopper first to take control over the middle, as you can just shake your grunt while the chopper does the collecting. Could do that with the skit as well, but he really wants the minis, I guess. That's what this is about. He's gonna have a war council. Okay, so it's not the chopper game at all, even though he could win that fight. Both players are using their garrisons to very quickly farm up the sentinels and capture the power nodes as well. And we're gonna have an early Apex. Very interesting. Now that is unusual for sure. I wonder what that's for, because it's not gonna be particularly great against the Hunter Capitano. You don't have engineer bubbles as warders, you have engineers that create goo. So you don't get the extra protection from them. It'll be very, very difficult to beat this. There's a raid camp coming as well. So we're gonna see some anti-building units from that. The Goliaths are the biggest gorillas you get. Hunter Captain's nearly out, and Mars should be bringing home the skitterers in order to put them on the hero. But I think they're over here. That's the skit. And he needs to make a second one real quick. We've got the Grenadier boys dropped in to deal with the grunt there. And most of the resources around the map have been picked up. The guys are doing a really good job of that. What's Darkangel's follow-up though? He needs something more. Okay, we got a bunch of brutes. That's not bad. But they're gonna have to fight Goliaths, and that's not gonna be easy. The Grenadier does a good job so far. You know, if there were several, that would be great. What? Oh, that was the engineer. I didn't see it. There'll be more Goliaths. But with the engineer support, actually the brutes are doing fine, it seems. Capitano is taking his time coming here. He's got the 2 skitterers attached to him right now. So you can fight with the skits on land and then just attach them to the unit, then they'll follow forever. Still cost population, but they're attached to the unit, they increase the health, they add their little beam attacks. Mar might not be able to hold on to the mini super easily, but he'll definitely do that. With the Hunter Capitano, this guy is too strong for this infantry blob. There's also heal ability that you get from leader powers. The only way to shut it down is these jumps from the jump back brutes. If they can stun the hero continuously, then that's great. But there's the heal, and he also siphons health. Once the shields are gone on the Hunter Captain, he just siphons from the target's life stealing. Plus the engineers in the air actually repairing him. These are temporary guys just circling around here, but still, he's staying alive and he's gathering XP. This is extra dangerous for Dark to feed. If this guy gets experience, he's basically one of the strongest heroes in the game, although he's highly immobile. That's the one advantage, but he's an absolute tank, and he can do this all day. The Grunt's trying to get the engineer snipes there. They're a bit healthier than normal engineers, but they don't have the bubble shield, like I said. They do this goo stuff instead. 1 star is already achieved just 4 minutes into the game, 4.5 at the time. And so far, so good. For the Capitano is also getting the Hunter's Brand. A huge beam ability there. I wish Dark just stood still though and picked off the weak links to get some more veterancy. Maybe he needs his own engineers out here. But that Capitano is not gonna go down, I can tell you that much. Dark is in a serious pickle. Goo or no goo, it doesn't matter. Capitano can eat this all day long. He's taking some damage, but it seems to me he's siphoning almost just as fast. As the last of the guys are going down, he might get veterancy level too soon. Okay, not yet, but any moment now. Oh, look at that engineer. The lifesteal. It's healing him up. Probably gotta get out of the goo now, as it's denying the shield regeneration. Darkangel is preparing another wave of attacks, but I just don't think he's got it, guys. We should be seeing a drop of Goliath soon to add further to this fight. And Capitano on the way. Second extractor has been upgraded as well. Okay, this is probably not happening. But I think he wants the garrison here. That's huge. If he gets in there, he can absolutely take over this location. Well, they probably can't shoot the base from that one. From this one you can shoot. That's the one you want to take. Looks like Dark is ignoring him for now. Maybe that's the plan. Let Dark take the middle, and then Mar just drops in his Goliaths down here, takes out the only extractor that Dark has. That's probably the idea. Yeah, he's looking. No. Changed his mind. I think he's sending down the Capitano first. Look at that self-regen, it's crazy. Still no drop. It's a very weak extractor getting built. Buildings do take extra damage if they're hit in the construction process. And we've got another Hunter's Brand. Are you kidding me? Oh man, this is gonna be stripped. Dark may have the middle, but he doesn't have this. Although he could take it down with brutes. Problem is though, his main base is getting absolutely ravaged. This guy is 2 stars veteran. And he can do this all day. Now he's taking a lot less damage. And he's got stronger damage himself. Now the harvester goes down, although it doesn't look like the power extractor will. Gotta be careful with this Capitano not to lose it. There's a lot of units around. I'm a little scared for Mar, but as long as he gets in the garrison and then maybe later teleports out. But the warrior does a salt pack now. And it's just a marauder and another engineer with 1 star, however. And guess what the hunter captain is good against? Vehicles, yes. So he immediately goes to full health with that. He's not taking any damage in the garrison anyway, but with 2 stars, even less so. The turrets are helping, but it's nowhere near enough to offset that self-regeneration that he's getting out of targeting down the units. Dark has done a really great job though around the map. The mini bases have been destroyed or are being destroyed. This one's in progress still. The main probably won't go down there. But his entire army did. So even though Dark is doing great work around the map, he's 3 star. He's maxed out. That's it. If Mar gets his tier 2 upgrade now, should be any time. I think he... Does he have tier 2 already upgraded for Siphon Overcharge? I think he does, right? That range is insane. Oh my god, how do you dislodge this? I guess you don't. All Mar needs to do now is build up the economy, get some extra slots, and just upgrade all the pads he's got. Do the devastating host drop, which includes 2 Wraiths, a Locust, a Reaver, 2 Hunters. What are you gonna do? Game. It's game. Darkangel not having a great time in this bronze match, gotta say. He did say he was tired, but that's rough, buddy. It's a very hard matchup, to be fair. I think you absolutely have to go tier 2 and play that. Mar voters are gonna gain a 1% on their points. Good job with the voting. Now you need the tier 2 because that's the only way to fight Devastating Host, and Rangers are your only hope against this hero as well. So Darkangel is gonna pick yet another map. Now he's only got 1 life left. These are the leaders left. Would like to see either Pavium or ship from Dark, depending on what map he wants. But hey, if he just gets... he can't do Rift. That would have been good. But if he goes like Bedrock, that would work, I think, very nicely for Pavium. It's his main leader. Oh, you guys want your points, right? Sorry. Your 1% gains, guys. Here you go. Bedrock. I predicted it. I bet it's gonna be Decimus from Mar. Let's go. Okay, I may not have predicted that correctly, but it's still a pretty decent matchup for the map. Darkangel is going for Pavium, that's what I did predict. I didn't see the more Anders coming. I think as long as you have Decimus available, you should go for that. But Mar is, I guess, more comfortable with UNSC. So it doesn't not make sense. Pretty standard opener. Going heavy on the pads. Do the gens later. Chopper does catch the Marines. This is why I really like to have the Marines a little bit more together. 2 Marines against 1 Chopper is a very easy win. Forces the Chopper away, and then they'll probably go for your minis. Grunt even coming over there from Dark. When he's prepping his extractor into this slot, then he can use burnout to gather faster from all of these rear pads in the mid game when he has 7 slots. But you can't cover the entire base with that power, so anyway, it's very strong. Second generator from Mar very early on into the game. I mean, it lends itself well to Anders play. And especially when Darkangel is going double gen himself, he can't steal minis, so you might as well go for that and try to more or less keep pace, and then maybe your Marines can capture power nodes, as probably there's not going to be too many more choppers, although we might see him. You know, nothing wrong with some more chopper suicide grunt, but honestly, you're going to go tier 2. You might as well just get your hero out and go for the Ranger Hunter kind of mix. But nothing wrong with some choppers. Choppers help you control the early game. Douglas is coming out. He'll be one of the Spartans as well. So the power node grabs will be pretty easy. Darkangel going for very early second base. This might be actually a limousine play where he gets his Wraith Invaders, which is basically an armored personnel carrier. You put your boys in, then they can shoot from within. Very good to keep infantry alive, and especially your hero safe. Got a quick scout coming in from that Marine, and Mar also really likes to go into the garrison there so that he can keep eyes on that base for a long time. Hellbringers? I'm not sold on that. The Dark's prepping for tier 2, I'm thinking. What? No, he spent everything on the hero. What? Interesting. Okay, he upgraded all his harvesters and everything. This is really about limousines, I'm sure. Especially if he gets this base upgrade. It must be limousines. It's the only thing that makes sense. You'll probably unlock it now, and there they go. Got some suicide grunts, but the regular grunts are not so useful in this matchup. That's something to add. Drop turret and a Spartan will be doing a lot of damage to Pavium. I think he goes down. The snipers adding in a lot of fire as well. Can he get into the limousine? Come on. We got it. The grunts are in too, so they're gonna be staying alive. And when they're moving in the limousine, it doesn't matter if they're moving or not, because they're not. And as far as the game is concerned, they can get veterancy while moving. Unfortunately, the limousine is toast. Can this guy be saved? Oh, Pavium falls just last second before getting into the next one. Spartan doesn't quite have the cooldown ready for the hijack. I'm not even sure if hijack is researched, to be honest. It looks like it is. Moore is heading to tier 2. Spartan should be going down. Gets a steal initiated, however, but targeted by the limousine. I'm not sure he'll make it. Oh my god, he did. That is insane. The Spartan can regenerate his shields in there. And then you still put the infantry in. That's awesome. Good takedown on the sniper. There's another one in the garrison though. And Dark's looking for that tier 2 play. If he had some turrets, that would help. Anything and everything counts. Raven Raiders are pretty expensive, by the way, I should add. Okay. Should be fine to get into that one. The one thing you can't do is control what your units are shooting when they're inside. Can't do that. That's gonna be automated, so there's a trade-off here for sure. Spartan might want to initiate another capture soon. Especially now with the laser going on. That targeting laser nerfs big time. Oh, Spartan's actually dead. What? Just died. Okay, Darkangel right away getting a third power extractor. Then he'll be able to empower all of those with his burnout. Especially once upgraded, that's going to be a huge amount of income. We got a garage pumping Vortox here for Mar. Don't see any more. Oh, there's a second one, and vehicle upgrade is coming in, but he doesn't have an extra base. He does have 3 power nodes, however, so that's pretty good stuff. Anders has a very powerful 5th point, which is the Retriever Sentinel. It's a big summon. The only ultimate unit summon in the game, by the way. So with Anders, you don't have to make a Condor. You just call it in as your 5th point, and it's probably even better than a Condor, to be honest, in many ways. First off, it's a shielded air unit, and it's got insane anti-building properties. Being available at like 11 minutes or so is hyper effective. Mar probably won't have the resources though. But he'll need to save up for it. Darkangel, on the other hand, he's definitely on 4th point now, right? And if he makes it to 5th point and calls in the Lich in the main base of Mars, that could be devastating. So that's a temporary call-in, obviously. It's not like the Retriever Sentinel, as you'll see later. It will time out, but it's gonna do some damage. Call in some extra units too. Spartan's gonna just hijack vehicle after vehicle. It's a high cost. Oh, wait, he went turret drop and arc defense, that's right. So he's not gonna get it 5th. If he gets it 5th point, the Retriever Sentinel, it's gonna be unshielded. You need Sentinel Synergy, the passive, to get it shielded. Which usually people do, but not this time. Thanks for the reminder, Duck here. But we might see the synergy with Kodiaks, right? Later down the line. If Mars playing for the long game, he'll probably not get the Retriever now. He's doing a good job cleaning up these limousines, but they are staying alive. Very low health, but they are staying alive. They're a little lasers are actually siphoning health, so long-lasting vehicles those are. Spartan could take another now. There's your opportunity. If Mar just upgrades all his pads, he's basically golden for a retriever. Spartan, you need to do something. Too late. He toast. I like the addition of the engineer. That will help this get going a lot better. We've also got the Kodiak, but the problem with Kodiaks is they aren't very strong against these armored vehicles, right? They'll be good, but there's some not insignificant base damage here, and there's a lot more coming from Dark. I don't know where he's at with his vehicle upgrades. I think he's got maybe level 1. Mars base is absolutely toast. There's no way that he holds this. There's the targeting laser as well, nerfing the base's armor. It's gone. And Dark at 68 population might be actually be able to change the course of this game. Mar went tier 3 instead of having a retriever. 3 Kodiaks now on the field. They have long range, guys. I can't show it on one screen, but they shoot from here to like here. It's nuts. Later on, when you have the points for them, there's a Sentinel Beacon ability where Kodiaks will start summoning little Sentinels. So that can create a whole mess in the long run. But first we got Dark's big attack with the Lich. Just a circle here, and then of course he's got the portal from which he can make further units. Probably a good idea to add in some Reavers here. He's already got enough vehicles. The Kodiaks are getting taken down left and right. There's no more of them. Didn't really like this from Mar. What is he doing with his leader powers? He's saving for the Sentinel. I mean, it might be okay, but there's so many Reavers here already. The anti-air is in a good place. We've got the Retriever Sentinel getting called in on the other side of the map, so we got the base trade situation. It's fancy, but it's unshielded. Could be a lot stronger. Mar will have to definitely pick up the shield point. Darkangel's X-Pro is getting destroyed, but Mar's main is getting destroyed too. This is looking pretty damn bad for Mar, guys. We might get ourselves a game 4. As he's only trying to get an X-Pro real quick. But maybe there's hope. If he can do something about this Darkangel main base, things could still turn around and force a base trade. Mar has more mini bases. Darkangel has 0, but he's got economy. He's got burnout. He's got damage on that Retriever Sentinel. He's probably gonna have regenerating buildings or a big heal ready to go. Not so far. It looks like the idea for Mar is to take out every single building individually, which is a pretty good idea actually. We got Sentinel Beacon now and Sentinel Synergy maybe? No. No, we don't. No Synergy. Just Beacon. Synergy would have been better now. Get this boy a shield. Reavers and engineers are a bit much. Oh wait, he's donating the engineers. Maybe Mar does have hope, but very little. He's controlling the power nodes, which is great. Oh, he's getting beamed and nerfed. He can't move. Oh my god, no, he's not looking. Jesus Christ. He just lost the Retriever Sentinel. Oh man, this is a tragedy. He will be able to call it in again, but it's expensive, and Mar doesn't have money. No way that just happened. Oh, ouch. Oh, guess what? Dark can just rebuild the base. Can Mar recover? Wait, I think he can recover, guys. Maybe not. That's scary. It's a lot of Reavers. That is a lot of Reavers. A lot of limousines. We will have a Spartan, but I mean, this is a problem. There's 2 Kodiaks that will help out. Drop turret doesn't actually stop these guys from coming in. So just go between the 2 Kodiaks, take him out real quick, and move on to the base. Spartan will be difficult to fight, but it can be done. Mass Kodiak getting taken on. In fact, the limousines have healed themselves up. They didn't take damage, they got better. Awesome. Well, that sucks for Mar. And the mini bases are looking pretty good for Mar, but I don't think he can hold the base. And if he can't hold the base, he's not gonna have the power to remake a new one. Pavium's doing the laser beam nerf. Although that Spartan will probably succeed with the capture, there's just too much stuff. He will get taken down. The veteran Pavium is especially a pain in his butt. Tank or not, it doesn't make a huge difference. It's just 1 tank. If it was like 5, I'd say okay, fine, but it's not. Mars base is gonna go down in the end. Solid work by Dark. It's definitely giving us a game 4 here, right? Mark can buy a base, yes, but doesn't matter. There's no way he comes back from that much army on the field. Dark's coming back in the series, guys. Reverse sweep next. Ladies and gents, Darkangel trying to make the reverse sweep happen. We've got him as Shipmaster. On the other side, also a very mobile leader, Mars bringing in the heat with Kinsano. Now, that's awesome because you can get your Jackrabbits going, and with the what's it called again? Oh, I'm blanking. Redline. With Redline, you can get them to go faster, you can get them to do more damage. It's awesome. But it's temporary as a buff when you freshly make units. Shipmaster, on the other hand, just goes double raid, and your Ghost will be able to capture power nodes. They'll be able to go faster. It's incredible, really. Oh, Vice family is from Hungary. I see. Well, there you go. There you go, Scoot. Darkangel with the mini base deal, though. I didn't see that coming. Neither did Mar. And it's pretty potent as well if you end up rushing. But I think... Oh my goodness, Mar is going for the armory again. Do you just spam Ghost into this? I think so. Would be fine. I think that's the play. Because they can keep up with the Kinsano hero anytime, even in tier 2. And you need those rams to get her under control. Dark isn't gonna rush, it's too risky. I want to come back, but you know, Kinsano with all the momentum plays, with all the drops, with all the mobility, she can definitely cause a lot of trouble on Vault. I like her a lot here. I like her on basically any of the more open maps. And just like Cutter, with all the drops, you just get a bit less production buildings, fewer production buildings, and focus a little bit more on those dropped-in units, get maximum value for them, which means you have a bigger economy, which means you can more easily afford the drops than you would if you were pumping constantly. So I think that's the play. Don't go too heavy on units. And Kinsano's Cyclops, if you can keep her alive, that's exactly what she'll get done. Reduce the need for pumping. Do Kinsano Jackrabbits beat the scout, the ghosts? if they have red line active, I guess, because Heat of Battle is another passive that you can use to get a lot of extra stats. Like they're basically invulnerable while they're under Heat of Battle, and they do that whenever they get a kill. And 2 middle minis will belong to Mar. But we've got an Honor Guard, and Darkangel does get that upgrade. You'll be able to chase that Kinsano hero down, and well, UNSC won't be able to detect without upgraded Jackrabbits or with snipers. They could also do that in tier 1. No other choices though. I think it will be important to get a... Oh, he's cloaked now? That's unnecessary. You got full shields, sir. Either way, Kinsano's in the main. We might see Hellbringer drops here, actually. Because I haven't seen any burnout thus far. So I'm assuming that Mar didn't go for it. He must have Hellbringer drop. I wish we could just see. That would be so nice. Either way, the Honor Guard is coming home. Kinsano's cooking. Only now do we get the Hellbringer drop, though. Extractor's not looking too good. They will probably go down. But the Honor Guard's getting to work, so, you know. The timer's on. The tier 1 hero is certainly not that strong. And the more ghosts there are, the more you get rammed, the less damage you do. It goes all the way down to nothing if you have critical mass. And that extract just now absolutely made sure that the base stayed alive, and the beam absolutely deletes the hero. 1 star is achieved. Veterancy is achieved on the Honor Guard. Ladies and gents, it's going to be very difficult to stop that. Mar is pivoting into tier 2. Let's see what he can do with that. He'll really have to get some big ideas soon. Darkangel also seems to be heading to tier 2 because he kept everything alive, right? He only needed to use his leader powers. It's all good. Doesn't have upgraded Ghost, which would have been useful still later. But I mean, if you just keep them around home, it's not too bad. Stop those flame wall attacks. Yeah, chat's losing it over the hero builds. Same. But hey, we can't have scouts every time, right? Nah, wrong. You should go scouts every time here. It's just a superior play. Does Dark want the third base? Probably don't do it against Kinsano, honestly, it's risky. I'll see a hero upgrade. And the first power node captures are also in. Drop turret will make sure that this base goes down. But Dark has plenty more where that came from. Mars not doing too hot, honestly. He's going for the Hornet thing again. But Dark's kind of ready for it, right? If he spots it, he will certainly get that reverse. What's this base doing? Don't think he has a third generator just yet. That would be also nice. And against Kinsano, I'd specifically like to see that spread out so that it's not all on one base. That way Inferno isn't as much of a threat. At least some of your generators will stay alive when that happens. Another mini base down. I don't know about this Hornet play, guys. Kisano's running right into the Shippy Mac ship face over there. High torque joints is done, so she'll be faster now, but kind of not fast enough. No, does not have red line because we went for the drop. Hellbringer drop. Wait, Dark isn't allowing this to happen, right? Like, surely we're getting reverse. Okay, we're getting shield gens. Very defensive here. Well, the Honor Guard can't shoot up, so in that sense the Hornets are nice. The Brutes can't shoot up, so in that sense the Hornets are nice. But everything else, it's not going to be a great unit choice, I can tell you that. Maybe Mora is equipping himself nicely for that tier 3 and... Insano Kinsano. Flame drop takes out the mini. I mean, I love my core units. I wish it was a little better, right? Certainly not complaining because I don't want to see this. I want to see Hornets. I want to see Flame Hogs in large numbers. Truth is, it doesn't work very well. Although if Dark doesn't take care a little bit, keeps bleeding units and minis, Marv will take over. Economically speaking, like, all these minis are basically like having an extra base. He's doing better than Dark right now in that sense. Okay, there's a second base for Mar. But he's got his ultimate ready. Why isn't he keeping up the pressure? He could do an ultimate drop, right? Is he scared of the hunter or something? All of this stuff together with the big drop. Get the hell charge effect on everybody. I think that's the play. Maybe Mara's just saving up for Inferno here. Wants to roast the base. There's a shield to clear first. Won't be the simplest thing to do. Where are you guys going? What the hell, Mar? I'm so confused. I think he's just gonna hide his air and like actually go mass air. Flame offset called in, but they're gonna get eviscerated by the two Steves over here. Steves are the veteran hunters. That's one of Shipmaster's big abilities. You keep stacking these with the unicorns, the engineers with the veterancy. Very, very tough to kill. Lots of engineer bubbles to keep everything going. That's a 40% damage reduction. When the shield is on, that is. Well, the Hornets can't defend against 5 Reavers. That's ridiculous. What's the plan, Mar? They can't defend. They'll all die. Please tell me he's not gonna try that. He's tier 3. He's getting tanks now. Fascinating. Why not the drop? He get something weird for 5th point. Insano's coming over. I guess he wants everyone together for this. If he stops making tanks for a minute, he might be able to do the drop too, but I think he wants to max that and then follow up with the drop. That's probably it. Oh, sorry, breaking the UI there. And we got the one Banshee, yes. Oh, Chad is dead. Wait, Chad is saved. Chad is fine. Nobody can see anything. This cloak is pretty strong. We got the beam for the units retreating, but Mar does pay attention. He catches that at least. Still, the tank might go down there. Oh, or nearly go down. Where's all the air, Mar? It'll be good now with all the tanks around. Oh my god. He absolutely showed those Reavers who's boss, but still gonna lose the tanks. They're all the way across the map now. Can he actually defend? The base is getting pretty low, but there's not much building damage here. And the anti-air turret is absolutely showing the engineers whose boss. One of them goes down, but the extraction from Shipmaster will sort the situation out. Oh. Our boy is still fighting here. 2 stars, by the way. When Watchtower. Oh boy. Guys are just gonna slice up the tanks, dude. Rest and Pepperoni's a 2-star tank is down, guys. Surprised he didn't want to target down the base, to be honest. Okay. Invisibro no more. Sano can try to run him down, but it's not really doable. He's faster. We're gonna have shrouds. We're gonna have the beam cannon upgrade for the hunters so that they, instead of projectiles, shoot beams. Can't miss then. Nice catch, but you're not really gonna catch him. Also Wraiths for base damage, much needed. Mar is healing the base with Nightingale, and more now. Probably getting ready for another drop or something, but there's been no offense, there's been no... Inferno, that's what I'm searching for. Dark does have to respect this for now. He's taking the power nodes real quick. Taking the minis over would be good as well. This honor guard has a job with that for now. And Mar's just gonna be turtling. He doesn't got anything big coming up or anything like that. No Condor action. Okay, all the Hornets are now here. They still don't have their unique upgrade. Man, where's the wingman? You can put 2 dudes on those seats. Looks safe. Trust me, bro. Might be able to shut down that base, but the Reavers are following closely. Not really gonna let this happen, are they? Yeah, So this is going down pretty bad. It's a decent trade to pick the base though. Not bad at all. Oh nice, look at this one. While under the effect of heat of battle was taking like no damage. It's just there's so many shots coming in. Oh no, the generator was lost. Dark's too late. Honor Guard can't attack in the smoke. Dark might have to teleport out of this. Taking big damage there. In the end, Mar just gets a third base. Dark is not. He's not doing that. How is Mar actually gonna go on the offense here? I'm struggling to see it. Although he's unleashing all his drops now, it's not bad. We got Flame Ball as well. But it's just gonna result in a quick teleport out. And a beam in the middle of the Nightingales is huge. It's hitting 3 at a time. Woo! That's significant resource damage right there for a very, very cheap beam. Almost 3 extra turns on that thing. That's huge. The Reaver spam's continuing, guys. It's all good. Generator gonna be cut down there. And the Honor Guard is more than shielded enough for this. Might even go for the other one, actually. No, never mind. There's too many tanks. Good choice to leave. Okay, this base is pretty weak, so good idea to attack it. Dark can see from this garrison, after all. But the big drop and Kinsano will clean up easy peasy. Nicely done. And Dark didn't expect that. If the force had stayed together, that would be a different story. Now the base is basically unharmed. Minis are not possible to defend against this guy. The better the ship player is at separately controlling that hero, the lower the chances you're holding onto your minis. We're still trying to make this tank business work. He could. I mean, if he has Redline level 2, they'll be speedy. I could see it working, but he's still stuck on 80 pop. It's miserable. Blister back there lifting up. But that wasn't the key unit anyway. Just providing a little bit of artillery support. People usually don't make too many in this matchup. Shippy is highly mobile. You benefit a lot from Locust under engineer shields. And now we even have the shrouds for a little bit of anti-tank work here. Should be a quick strip of the base. Dark has at least vehicle level 1. I'm hopeful that he has level 2 as well. Eventually the base will be destroyed, but Mar is working on his own counter-attack. This base is not happening, so Dark is just cancelling all the things on it. Now looking for an attack into the main. Spirit support getting called in. That will help defend the base for sure. It's also an invisi base, thanks to the cloaking generator over there. And everyone's coming home. Wild. It's an easy defense. 3 stars on the Honor Guard. Maxed out hero has been achieved as well. And there's so many hunters that are veteran. He really stick stacked this, didn't he? That is 5 Steves. That's insane. How are you supposed to do anything You have to go air. There's no choice. Vulture time. Mar needs to stop messing around with his scorpions. They can't take that. It's too many veteran units. Will mass locust with tactical gateway win this? Probably. I mean, that's probably what we're working towards with Dark at the moment. But for now, he just wants to beat the tanks and have some locusts in the back. As long as you have like 2 free locusts and they're alive, they can strip the bases of turrets, and then you've got free reign. Which is why Dark is also upgrading Fortify to buy himself some time. Or Mar, rather, is upgrading it. There's just not enough production. When you have this many bases, you kind of should have a bit more output. Shouldn't all just be drops. Good catch on the Locust, good catch on the Chad and Steve maybe, but I'm not sure they'll actually go down. Has to be focused. Okay, one Steve goes down, but that's it, I think. All the other veterans are surviving. Oh, the honor guard blocks the path. That's great. Insano gets cut down pretty good there. Now it's just one locust. Situation a bit harder, but hey, I mean, you got full health honor guard, full shields as well. Just go for it. Take out those turrets. Scorpions will absolutely mess up the Wraiths. Like, Wraiths are just not level compared to Scorpions. Got an Inferno here on the army. The air units are just only affected by the initial hit. The other units are getting burned. It's very important to get out of the fire. But Dark still has 80 population, 1 million resources. He could make a tank if he wanted to. He's switching into Banshees right now, which is actually going to be a pretty good answer to the tanks. I think Mar is dead. Although he's really trying. It's just tanks and Kinsano. There's a counter to everything here. Anti-air turret's about to get the business. Steve is fine, actually. Napalm missiles getting caught in. This stuff is so much better against buildings. You can see the desperation in Mar right now. Like, you want to use Inferno and napalm missiles on enemy bases, not on their units that can just walk out of it. This base is now under heavy fire. There's no turrets basically left. But you do have Firestorm battle group. Let's see if there's enough Steves. It looks like maybe, but the teleporter being saved. Fortify level 3 gets cancelled. Nobody can see the honor guard still. Tanks are going down slowly but surely. Banshees are quite upgraded. Now the dropped in units are certainly helping Mar. They actually have in population right now. I think so far so good for Dark. He can take this on. The honor guard gets to work on the tank. He's just turned invisible. Dark is picking off all the detectors. Mass AR switch. It's kind of working out, but here come all the Wolverines with their detection and anti-air power. That's definitely slowing things down a bit for Dark. It's just he's also got hunters, so basically he's covered. Turret in the back, anti-air, working hard. And Kinsano's taking on the ground. This is not looking too bad. Dark needs to stop this. The Banshees aren't working. It's good to see Mar finally realizing he needs to make more units, and he is. He has enough production. Maybe he can add in a Condor, to be honest, to go for the big punish. Look at those Wolverines go. That's incredible. Yeah, but Redline, they're faster than the Banshees. It's incredible. Careboy is once again full shields. He could go and pick off some of these weaker buildings. Every little bit counts. A tank with the crew once more. And the Reavers might get caught, or rather the air gets caught. Ooh, that's tough. But hey, Mars definitely re-establishing himself a bit around the map. Just a shame he has his production all the way across there. Dude, if Dark falls to this now because he went into Banshees, that would be very, very sad. However, he does have resources. He can fix this. Fortify upgrade 3 is coming for him. He's still all about the Banshees, but not that much. Getting more Wraiths again. A bit of everything, but mostly air. Healing the anti-air turret is a pretty big play. Should keep it alive easily. Back to full health now. And you know, individual tanks are getting rolled in. It's not ideal for Mar, but hey, he's taking all the minis on his side. Some great work around the map here. And Kinsano's ready for a bit of a flame wall. Doesn't do too much damage to under the engineer bubbles. Kinsano might still go down here though. I mean, this is a 3-star on the guard. It's basically not taking damage anymore. Counter-attack. Once again on minis. The honor guard keeps going. It can clean up the entire map. You don't have to have it in the main fight. But what Dark really truly needs is the nasty ball of locusts. Displacement. We haven't seen displacement all game. Imagine what he could do just displacing Kinsano out into Narnia. So sure, Kinsano is mobile, but Shipmaster even more so with at least the leader powers. Mar working on the 4th base is a pretty big deal. Started to work on the air upgrades now. I mean, we could always switch into vultures. Maybe he'll even feed us a condor. And I can tell you, I'm hungry for a condor. Let's go. Give me condor. Do it. Don't think Dark will allow a 4th base, but he really needs to curb Mars' progress so far. Mars getting a bit too much done. Those Wolverines are now permanently sped up with Redline 2. So even when the boost expires, they still got some left. No 3rd base for Dark is a tragedy though, I have to say. Wolverines clean up easy peasy. Oh! Hello there! That's why he didn't do it. I didn't see that. Okay. We're going. Thought he was just spamming units, but it's coming in with the big ones. There's the Inferno. Shield will disappear in moments, and then the base is next. We got the Firestorm Battle Group dropped in also. But honestly, the base isn't taking much damage with fortifications level 3. Scarab, on the other hand, on this side, is stripping the turrets at crazy speeds. Mars base is probably next. Is Dark even losing any buildings? I mean, turrets, he's losing turrets. There's the displacement. Back to the side. They'll be able to get back pretty quickly, but Mar is losing his expo in the meantime. This is a pretty good move by Dark. Base goes down, well done. We can move on to the next one, but meanwhile these guys are heading back. The tanks are really opening up now. Time to go for that shield. Oh, it's coming up. If he hadn't wasted time on that cloak, but I guess it will still go down very quickly, and then he can take on the remaining buildings. All of Bar is here. His main is gonna be at risk then because of this crab. This is gonna do some significant damage. We got the full-on base trade situation, ladies and gents. Both players have a lot of resources. They could take over the map. Actually, Darkangel isn't expanding behind his destruction. Gonna beam free, however. Now we'll get the tanks. Huh? He's letting them live. That's a mistake, sir. Mars 92 pop, but he's losing bases faster than Dark. Restoration drones will buy some time there, but for how much longer? Seems the base's health is going down faster than it's going up. It's enough time to destroy maybe a Reaver, but not even that. All Dark needs to do is go to the next base and buy some more as he is doing so. But he's not buying them. Mar is upgrading that in the side already. Napalm missiles is getting dropped in, which will further help speed up the destruction of this base over here. And although there are tanks being made, they're just getting picked off as they leave. Scorpions are just much stronger vehicles. Darkangel absolutely getting wrecked there. He's bringing home the scrap, but I'm not sure that's the play, guys. He should have expanded all over. He's gonna have to sell the buildings anyhow. Oh, this might be it. I think Mar is gonna take it now. There's too many tanks, dude. And he can drop in more stuff. Dark is gonna try to buy bases, but it's just a late reaction. Doesn't even have the power nodes. Oh no. The honor guard went down somewhere. Oh. I missed it. Oh god. Here come all the drops. Dark managed to get enough resources for his own spirit support. Let's see if it's enough. Well, that's Garib actually looking good. Not gonna lie. Maybe there is hope. I don't know, those unicorns are looking nasty. Wolverine's here to try to take them on. Mark can focus. If Darkangel can focus down the Wolverines, no, he can't keep them alive at all. Too much firepower against this Scarab, ladies and gents. It's gonna go down. There's precious little hope here. GG is called. Darkangel has nothing left. The base is destroyed as well. What was that? A Hornet? A tank? It's so fast. Holy cow, I thought it's a Hornet. Mar has 3 points remaining. Leader power points. He could have done whatever he wanted. He's just too strong, guys. Too strong. Darkangel can't do it, but he's still got himself a 4th place. Congrats on the 3rd place, however, for Mar. Bronze medal and copper medals getting handed out. Even the 4th place gets a medal. And prize money, of course. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.